Thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I had a subscriber of mine send me a recipe for some keto-friendly Jicama fries. I figured I'd give it a shot, bring you guys along with me. Now, I'm going to be using a little bit of a different seasoning than he used in his recipe. I'm going to be using a little bit of Slap Your Mama, and we are going to be using a jicama. We're going to be cooking the jicama twice in some canola oil. Now, as far as this technique goes, here's kind of what he said. First, we're going to remove the skin on this jicama. So if you get a vegetable peeler, it should be that simple. I'm going to go ahead and knock this out while we're talking. Once we're done doing this, I'm going to grab a knife. We're going to cut it into fry-sized pieces, and then we're going to fry it. We're going to fry it for about 5 minutes or until they start becoming a little bit soft. We're going to bring them out, season them, then we're going to throw them back in until they are done. Now, this is the first time I've done this myself, so you guys are coming along on this experiment with me. Once I am done cutting these into fries, though, I will be throwing them in some water just to rinse off any of this stuff that might be left over after me getting the peel off. So let me finish up peeling this. We'll get back when we start cutting them. Now that we have this peeled, it's just going to be as simple as cutting this into fries. So these pretty much look about like steak fries. I got them in this liquid over here. I'm just going to keep them over here in this, and I just don't want them to brown or anything like that. In the meantime, I'm going to get some canola oil heated up. We're going to bring it up to 345, 350 degrees. Once we come up to temp, we'll get them in for our first batch. So our oil is up to temperature. The fries that I have are kind of thicker cut, so they're going to take a little bit of time in here. Like I said, we are going to be cooking these until they start to soften up a bit. So our jicama fries have been in here for about 5 minutes, and you can tell they're starting to kind of get to the point where they're bending, so we're going to pull them out now and season them up. Now, normally I would have, or when we're done cooking them the final time, I'm going to have a sheet pan and I'm going to have this grate so the oil will drain off. In this instance, I'm really not too concerned about the oil draining off. As a matter of fact, I'm going to want some of that oil still kind of on the fries so this seasoning can stick on. Alright, so there's our fries. There's a couple other stragglers left in here. So I'm going to let these cool down just a little bit, grab some gloves, then we're going to mix in that seasoning, let it sit for a little bit, a minute or so, then we'll get them back in the oil, finish them off. So I've let these fries cool off for about a minute, just long enough for me to be able to handle by hand. Use whatever seasoning you'd like. And I'm not going to go too heavy on this Slap Your Mama. This kind of has a high salt content to it, so. And I was thinking we were going to have to let it sit for a while, but this oil looks good to go, so we're going to start adding our fries back in. Okay, these have been going for about, I don't know, 8-9 minutes. Pull these out. Now I am doing this in a couple different batches, so we're going to get that second batch knocked out. When we're done with that, do a taste test and see what I think. Okay guys, my second batch is done. Get these on this sheet pan, and I have to tell you, I am going to do a taste test on this, but I already had a chance to snack on these and they were delicious, but I'll get into what they taste like during my taste test. So I've already had a chance to taste these, but might as well get down with an official taste test, so let's go ahead and get in on that. Now, as far as the taste goes on these, can't put my finger on it. One thing I can tell you is that they are kind of more naturally sweet than potatoes, so I'm not sure I would want to rock this with like a ketchup since it already is a little sweeter. Will be great on these. Make you up a little bit of ranch dressing. This will be good to go. Anyway, listen. If you're looking for an alternative to your regular French fries, give these Jicama fries a shot. Definitely a different flavor profile. Some good taste on them. You can never go wrong with this Slap Your Mama. I am going to add a little bit more on top since during the cooking process some of that did come out. This stuff is good to go. If you can't find it where you live, links can be in the description, but get you some of this too. Anyway, before I eat another one of these, I want to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.